good Hamlet. We grieved your sickly father while he lived.
Well, it's wonderful to welcome you. And I'd love to start with what a powerful film. My one word for it is wow. You've taken on Hamlet, one of the most iconic stories ever told. What made you feel like you had to reinterpret it and tell it?
I didn't expect to be making Hamlet as my second film. It's very unexpected. It came to me from Riz, it kind of blindsided me, the idea of me taking on a Shakespeare adaptation. But what appealed about it was trying to kind of flip my kind of conditioning of Shakespeare that I'd had as a young person. I, like a lot of teenagers, studied Shakespeare, but felt like I was never smart enough for it, never intellectual enough for it. As a filmmaker, I'm always wanting to, and as a film fan, really, I'm always wanting to be led by emotion, and have an emotional experience and be rooted into the kind of psychological experience of the characters.
The world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne.
I pray you stay with us.
Obviously, Hamlet is often torn between action and non-action. So how did you reinterpret the inner conflict for today's audience?
When you strip it back to the core of what's going on with Hamlet, here's a guy that is kind of entwined in a corrupt and kind of disingenuous, duplicitous kind of family or institution. We've made Elsinore a property construction firm. He's both repulsed by this kind of, corruption and duplicity, but he's also, deep down, he's complicit in it. And, he's having to ask himself, do I want to continue to be entwined in this, to continue to be complicit in it, or do I want to kind of burn it all down, even if that means losing myself? When you look at the moment we're living in, the political age we're living in, I think a lot of people can recognize that dilemma of feeling at once ashamed of these systems, but also complicit in them. So actually, when you strip it back, it felt like Hamlet was going through something quite timeless, and sadly, something actually quite pertinent to now.
Ophelia.
Oh, my lord.
My father. My uncle is the cause of all this. There is a villain dwelling in our home here.
There's a strong thread of mental health and perception here as well. Did you intentionally blur the line between reality and psychological breakdown?
I think that's something we did lean into, yeah. In the play, the entire play opens with friends of his and kind of soldiers, seeing the ghost. It's kind of independently verified by all these different people. And in our version, of course, Hamlet's actually the only person who sees it. And so from the very get-go in our version, we're kind of questioning what's real and what's not real. And we thought that was interesting, particularly in this age, actually, when truth has become very, very ambiguous itself.
Did you see in your version Hamlet as a hero, a victim, or something even more complicated?
Yeah, I think it's probably the latter. I think it's more complicated. I think, like I say, he's ashamed to be a part of these systems, but he's also completely a product of them. And, it's a bit like the relationship we have with ourselves. We kind of like to think we're good people, but deep down we know that we're, frequently a part of the problem, highly flawed, and that, what's driving a lot of these systems is our kind of individualistic, selfish behavior, our lack of kind of collective conscience these days. And so I think it's complicated, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's like top guy. but hopefully we empathize to some extent and understand what this guy is going through and can kind of identify with something at the core of his story.
Thank you so much for your time, and it was a fantastic film.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
To be or not to be.
Woe is me, to have seen what I have seen, to see what I have seen.
It's common, my son. All that lives must die.